Today I'm gonna be reacting to the PlayStation Showcase 2023, which happened what? 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. I already know what's on there, but I haven't seen any of it myself. I know what's in the trailer. I just don't know I know what games are in the trailer. I just haven't seen the actual stuff yet. So that's going to be completely fresh to me. But looking forward to some stuff that I have heard that is here as well. So I guess we'll just get this started. I did try and install Adblocker. It should work. If it doesn't work, then that means I'm just going to not use Adblocker and I'll just download the video and have to do it that way because that's the way that they want to do it. If they don't, if it doesn't want to work correctly, then I'll just see how it goes. So, load this up for a second, and let's reload this. No, ad blocker's not working. All right. Try it from here, then see how it goes. I installed Adblocker and it didn't work, so something's wrong. Unless Adblocker doesn't work the way that this is supposed to work, but if it doesn't work consistently throughout this video, I'm just going to have to download the videos from now on, because I can't do what I want to do with my normal reactions, which is stupid. All working fine before, yet compatibility capture just doesn't work. So I think this is a showcase thing, not a... Also, I can't make the video. That's the other thing. Like, when I do these reaction things, I can't make the video any bigger.
Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
This game looks like it's gonna be like a... Is this gameplay or is this thing? Because it looks really good if it could be gameplay, but it's like it's a multiplayer heist. Oh, okay, so it's a heist game, but you have other teams doing heists, so multiple teams at the same time. Fairgame. Alright, that's probably gonna be a multiplayer game, so it looked the game looked interesting. PS5 and PC. No Xbox, but well, I guess that would make sense. They're not gonna advertise Xbox at the thing.
Hi everyone, I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of...
No, I don't like Jim.
I'm delighted.
I don't like Jim Ryan at all. I like the other guy that was before him. I think it was Sean Layden. Sean Layden was before him. I don't like Jim Ryan at all.
And we've been fortunate to have so many fan favorite.
I saw people playing Gran Turismo 2 or whatever such and such time ago, and then I'm like, how can people enjoy this game with the graphics that it has? And it's like, because
today you'll get a
it's not all about graphics. Like,
breathtaking and imaginative.
That's a big issue.
Coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR2, and now. What you've all been
I guess the only unfortunate part about this is all the stuff's for PS5, essentially, so...
Super Earth.
If you want to ice your
Oh my
home
god, it actually is good. I hate this. I hate this. I don't know why. I put Adblocker on. Adblocker doesn't work. Alright, next time I'm just gonna Next time I'm just going to download the video. I have no other choice. Like, I can't do compatibility capture on my thing for whatever reason. It will not work. And now I'm getting ad central. Even though I put ad blocker on, so I don't know what to do. Nothing ever wants to work when I want it to work, so I can't see the screen, so I don't know how long it's going to be. I saw the ad was like a minute, which I don't know how many of those are going to appear. I don't know how many of those are going to think. So wait it out. So my original way of doing it, I can't do it because of ads. I tried putting ad blocker on. Ad blocker didn't work. So now I'm just going to have to download the video. Download the video before I do a reaction for it, and then put the video in the thing. Nothing else wants to work. Doesn't want to do it properly, then I don't even know if it's missing. I won't even know. I can't even check them. I'm hoping that's the last ad.
Our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
Wait, what?
Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. And you could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers.
Okay, I think this game's already come out before. I'm super annoyed now. Can't do it the original way I want to do it, and then I added an ad blocker onto the browser that I was using, and then ad blocker has not worked, so I'm gonna now have to download the videos every time I want to do a reaction. Instead of
the resources we need to build a better tomorrow.
like it. Normally I'd be able to skip the ads or put ad blocker on, but I can't do it. I guess it's because I've had to do it this specific way.
To our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends.
Hopefully it's next time it's only like 5 seconds. That's because if it's only 5 seconds I can at least deal with them. Here it's like not when you got like a minute of ads. And then the issue is like there are ads that last like 2 hours, and it's like at that point what am I supposed to even do? I have to like load up the video on stream.
Become part of something larger than yourself. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
Okay, this looks like it's another multiplayer game, which
Becoming a Helldiver.
Not interested.
Decapitation or mortification. Not all Helldivers survive.
so it didn't really show any gameplay, but
It's the hand. Follow, but do not engage.
EA.
Engage a little.
Okay, this looks like it's
Nightblades have established a stronghold, and Kirkin seems to think
Uh,
he'll get me killed.
I said it was EA. It looks like it's it looks like Dishonored for some reason. With spells instead.
Oh boy.
The last immortal.
I think I'm very interested in this. It looks like it could be interesting, but
Rosharnians haven't had enough yet.
We haven't given them enough yet.
something's definitely changed on my thing, because I was able to do the reaction stuff fine. I know what the problem is, but I can't actually like click on the compatibility cap. Like, for some reason, it won't let me click on compatibility capture. There might be a way to do it, because I think I can do. Oh, if I can find compatibility capture on the right. I'm not sure if that's where it's found. Immortals of Aveum. And I don't think I'm interested in that. Once? Okay, 505. This doesn't look like it's control, so. Ghostrunner. But this game already came out. I didn't see enough of the game to really warrant whether I'd buy it or not, but again, most of these games are going to be on PS5, I think.
What's your plan? Knowing you have...
Like, I haven't watched a PlayStation Showcase before. I'm guessing it's just straight trailers from beginning to end with no real, like, breaks in between, so... What is this game? This looks like a long Ghost of Tsushima style.
Just run away. It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else. That no one could escape.
I don't need more gameplay just to see it. It looks a bit too Freddy.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Okay, this gameplay looks very interesting. That's very fast. I wonder if those are all inputs there. I really need to see a gameplay breakdown of this, like them discussing how everything works, because this looks interesting. The movement feels unique, like in terms of them as well. It feels different. Could be a bit decent.
One last toast. And we're all done.
Game could be very decent. Where if the blocking is like in real time and stuff, like you have to block each strike, that's gonna. This looks really good.
Patience is the key, Master. Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait.
Yes. Let's kill him with time.
Is that Sifu? kill him with time. That's what happens. Phantom Blade, something.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Alright, I'm definitely intrigued with this to see what this actually is.
Get my heart back.
This does look like it could be for. Of course, it's only on PS5 though. That's how everything's gonna be now. Where I had to go, but at least I have stuff that I can note down. I'm getting annoyed though that there's digital games. Sorry, PS4 games that are just being released on digital. Like there's several games where it's like I went into. It's Journey 2. I didn't care about Journey 1. Absu, Pathless. Yeah. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be a Journey style game. I don't really care about these. Tell you what it is though. It looks like it's Journey. Although Journey had 2-player, this one here doesn't look quite good. At least not yet. That cleansing thing, like, looked like that reminded me of was it Prince of Persia that did that game? Did that? Where it was like you'd get to a certain area and you would sort of the seed. You get to a certain area and then it would move like the plague, I guess, or whatever it is. I can't remember what it was. It's been so long since that game came out.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined.
I'm gonna say this is like iRobot for a second. Then that's good.
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves. If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient. To face the universe without fear or delusion. Imagine vast cities full of life and light. Great towers rising towards the sky.
Interesting looking.
So much would be possible. If we believed.
Again, I need to see more than just I need to see more than just cinematics to be able to even know if I would like to me it was like that. It looked like I haven't played the Talos Principle 1 if there was the first one, but it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to release. Like it looked good, but it wasn't like that previous game where it was like, oh, here's like gameplay, like of everything. Where I need that. I can't just buy a game based on looks anymore. This looks like it's that's another thing I know it's the PlayStation Showcase, but it's like at least they're giving a lot of indie titles a chance to be able to do stuff. Wonder if there'll be a Blue Point game, because Blue Point, I know that they've been working on like they seem to be like the remake like masters, because they every now and then they get given a new title to remake. Default. Oh, okay, default for digital. God damn it! No. Get rid of the ad. Okay, ads are always gonna be on now. All right, I'm just gonna have to just please go on. I'm gonna have to just download the games. Download the videos from now on. Not even ad blocker was working. Not even ad blocker works for me now. Alright, Cat Quest. This looks like it's a mobile game, but I don't think I'd buy this, but it's... Oh, good, it's actually coming out to PS4. Well... It looks like a mobile game, though. Eh. I don't need that. I like Stray, but... Square Enix? Alright, what's Square Enix offerings? This can't be Final Fantasy 16. Or is it? I mean, it's hard to say, because... No, this doesn't look like it's that. Does not look like Final Fantasy. Looks like it's gonna be a...
Okay, it's a showtime!
Oh, is this a... This looks like it's some sort of like... Is this an Overwatch ripoff? Is he shooting champagne at them? I could also hit my hand on the mute the stream button, just in case some DMCA music starts playing, because I don't want that happening. Okay, this looks like it's Splatoon, except instead of paint, it looks like it's like either soap or like bubbles from like sodas or something like that. Foam. Okay, it's foam. It's foam because I just saw a thing said Foamstars, so yeah, it's foam.
Ready for the Foamstar party?
Okay, this looks like it's Square Enix's attempt at making Splatoon. How that's gonna work out, I have no idea, because Splatoon's pretty popular, but...
Welcome to the land of Mojo. Here we find John,
Watch Mojo?
the Plucky Squire, and his friends, Violet, Thrash, and Pip. Our heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer, Hungrump. They adventure to the edges of their realm, and even beyond.
Okay. You can jump out of the book,
There,
jump in and out
John
of
finds a whole new world to explore, with dangers, surprises, and attractive.
This is unique. Jumping in and out of different
Rump across the two realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical designs. Off the page.
This is interesting.
Adventure.
Plucky Squire. Another devolved. Yeah. That might be something interesting. You know what, I'll put that down. I like the look of that. I think that was really creative. It's like you have like all different types of that actually looks really good. Minecraft? Oh, okay, Minecraft. This looks like it's Minecraft racing. Once I see Minecraft, I'm like, no, no, thank you. supposed to be heists. Now that's like 2 different games now that we've had about breaking into places. The blocks look like they're more destructible actually now. Teardown. Okay, I thought that was Minecraft. It just looked like Minecraft, and it's like. I could see people liking this. I don't know if it's like creating like Minecraft or it's more about destroying. It looks like it's more about that destroying, but again, I'm not interested in those types of games. What else have we got? All right, not actual gameplay, which means that we're already. An ant. It's gonna get taken by something else because it's like it took an ant and yeah, this is a. Is this game literally the food chain? Wait, what? This was a wait. This is a Metal Gear Solid. That was the Metal Gear. That was the Metal Gear Solid trailer that they just. I wasn't even paying attention to. Metal Gear Solid. What's the triangle? Snake. That like a. They're making Snake Eater. Okay, what's the triangle for though? Oh no, it's a PS5 exclusive. No, I mean I know it had to be, but it's like again like that for Metal Gear Solid 1 Master Collection, so you get sneak back into the original games on PS5, so you can get all 3. You can get 1, 2, and 3. But they said the original, that means that they're not remaking them. That means that MGS3 is being remade for PS5, but then in the autumn of this year, you can get 1, 2, and 3 on the PS5. I think that's what they're saying. So Snake Eater Remake, Snake Eater Original, as well as 1 and 2 Original on the PS5. And they said Volume 1. It said on their Volume 1, which means that Volume 2 has to exist. So if Volume 2 exists, that means we're going to be able to get... Because 4... You can already play 5 on the PS5 with backwards compatibility. That means what would 4... Volume 2... Volume 2 has to have 4... Rising Revengeance, and then something else. What would be in between, like, 3 and 4? Peace Walker? Peace Walker? I'm trying to think what would be the in-between game, because if you've got 1, 2, and 3 is the first 3, you need, and then Rising Revengeance is on PS3 that year. It's not on anything else. Metal Gear Solid 4 is exclusively on PS3, and then you need to have something in between, which is either going to be It'd have to be one of the portable games. So I guess it'd be Peace Walker then, because the other two, like Portable Ops and that, yeah.
These people live with a knife to their throat.
Okay, this looks like Assassin's Creed.
Believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But your help.
I haven't seen anything for Assassin's Creed since the Ubisoft Forward.
Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Every time you show your faces, it is we who
No, it's not. This is. Why did I say Assassin's Creed? When I first saw I think it was because I first saw the thing. This is Final Fantasy.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Getting some gameplay though, that's really good.
Talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. Are you with me? You will pay for what you've done.
Why aren't you dead? You are what are branded.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
And thus is the light of hope severed.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Come to me, Ifrit!
Who are we? What
This gameplay looks really good.
We are but mighty acts of God.
Enough of this. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
The darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself.
I don't want to be a monster. Clive.
I have to stop him. I have to save them.
I made a promise to my friends, and it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
Your efforts will avail us naught.
We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason.
Also, this game looks like it's older. Looks like it's older than, like, if you get what I mean. Like, it looks like it's older in terms of the. I know, like, the 15 had the June 22nd. Like, again, it's a PS5 exclusive, so I can't play it. It is something I do want to play.
I'm trapped here. In this nightmare. I write to escape.
This is Alan Wake. Yeah, that sounds like the guy. That's the guy from Alan Wake. Yeah, I can hear his voice. Yeah, that's Alan Wake. I haven't heard anything about this for a long while.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson.
I know that this is like an exclusive as well, though.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
So you knew Al Victim?
Only the rumors. He was chasing a writer.
Now, I liked the original when I played the remake, but I had some problems with it. I got stuck quite a bit, and I felt like it was way too dark in terms of me trying to figure out where to go.
The text is about us.
We were all trapped in a horror story.
But yeah, when I heard the voice, it's like, yeah, that's definitely Alan Wake. Okay, we're not playing as him, we're playing as someone else. Now, if I recall, the enemies in the game weren't really enemies, they were like, figments of, like, his imagination. So, okay, we play as him and another character.
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
Alright, the game's looking decent. October 17th.
Miles, you have a choice
Oh my
between
god,
saving one.
ads. This one's only like 10 seconds, so it's fine. But hopefully I don't get flagged down for that. If I do, I can just like... Oh, this pen is so bad, I won't write. But I know what I'm supposed to do. Alright, this is Assassin's Creed.
You have died and been reborn.
Yeah, next time I'm just gonna download the video, because I can't figure out, okay, so it's... Okay, that's new. They haven't done that in the games yet.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
At least I can tell that this is gameplay. Even in some of the cinematics.
Quiet it. Find a stillness. And let's go.
Combat also looks a little bit more fluid in terms of the thing as well, because that was an issue with the original game where the combat felt very clunky.
The stage is yours, Basim.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That was interesting. So when you kill a target, you're not just jumping down and assassinating them. You're actually doing like a stylish kill. Chapter 12, PS4. Good. I can actually. Good. A lot of stuff in October. Not enough to like judge based on that what that was, but didn't really. I don't get how that was supposed to make me want to buy one a game. Didn't show me enough. Don't even know what that was. When I just saw that just then, I was like, is this supposed to be their take from Zelda? I thought I saw the art style for a second. Like that, are they trying to be Tears of the Kingdom? But it's that sounds like On from 7.5. Okay, Granblue. Alright, I haven't played any of the rest of the games, but I don't play them anyway, so it's gonna be Street Fighter? It looks like it. Street Fighter? Yep, Street Fighter.
I've crossed
I think that comes out next month.
during my journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies, opponents.
It's gonna be a story, hopefully, story explanation.
My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
When you said you were seeking strength.
Oh, okay, so we can train with all the different. That's what I was expecting. We can train with everybody, and it's going to like. We can train with everybody, and it's going to better our fighting styles.
I'm not nearly strong enough to chase after a monster like that.
So I guess this will also confirm everyone who's in the game so far, because
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
I want to see who I don't know who the villains are supposed to be, because I don't think Akuma's in the game. I don't think that Bison.
He attempted to set the world under his heel through violence.
Unless JP is the villain, that would explain that could explain some stuff, because this looks really. If this is all in game, like, and then these are the cutscenes, that looks really good. I'm really looking forward to this story mode. Okay, so you get like 6 different outfits. So I'd get off this, please. Like, sorry for all the ads, but nothing I can do about it because the way that they. I tried to get rid of the use ad blocker. Yeah. Didn't work, so. Even though I'm pretty sure I did it like that before and it was fine. But yeah, if Street Fighter 6 looks, the story mode is anything where we come across every single person, we get to talk to them and all that stuff, that's going to be really interesting. Right, this looks like it's a, Metroidvania style game. Ultros. I was gonna say, is this? I was gonna say, is it Scarlet Nexus, but it's like a sequel to it. But characters are in. There's so many games that are like these style things. Running a dual run. I'm not. That didn't look like it was all that interesting. Although this so far, there's been quite a lot of stuff like Nintendo Direct that happened way back in September when I did it. That was Dragon's Dogma 2. I haven't played the original, so I'm probably already like tuned out of this.
Remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen? Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true.
Well, the last time, like, in terms of like reactions for stuff, it's like this one here is probably the most stuff that I'm interested in one singular thing. I think the one where I did the direct and state of play, there was like 5 things for each. This one here, there's like at least 7 games. So it's been a good thing for me so far.
That is most unfortunate, but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction. We know how challenging it can be to find a place.
This looks like it's a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Find a job that treats you mostly with
Or it could be the movie, because technically the movie is coming out soon, I think. They did release a trailer for that.
enough job the first time around to have you back. Also, there were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yep, another one of these games, just, they never end. Help wanted to, you know, games just never end. Jump Scare's the game where it's just, if you don't, like, have a reaction for stuff, it's just, it is what it is. I watched someone play it for, like, a thing, and it's like, yeah, the games are like, if you don't have a reaction to them, it's like, you're not gonna get very much out of them, alright? This is all VR stuff, which I don't care about, because I don't like VR. This looks like it's Resident Evil 4 VR, which I love Resident Evil 4. How far could he have gone? So that's gonna be interesting. Does look like it does give off a very different experience when playing in first person. This looks like at least I can, yeah, like this area here. I can only imagine being chased by the. Like my issue is just like the whole shooting, like this area here. I can imagine this game being much harder because there's no there was no HUD in all that there. Like, so I don't know if the HUD's just like I said, it's VR mode. It's not just VR.
Oh, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. Like, a lot. You see, everything started 2 years ago when I met Fred. And ever since then,
Playing zombie games.
His face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies. Whoosh! What do we have here? Well, what's a bit of armless fun? Hello, uglies. blah, 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 blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little overprotective.
This is all VR as well, so it's like, again, I'm not gonna care if it's... Also, that should have done way more
Sit here
damage
all
than...
day and chew your ear off. I'll be right out, boy. But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Fred. Who's a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2. I didn't even know there was an Arizona Sunshine 1. I didn't even know there was an Amazon. I mean, I guess it's because it was VR. It's like that's all it is, shooting zombies. Crossfire Sierras, but okay, this looks like it's the Division, like a Division style. Not all that. And again, this is all VR stuff, so I don't. I'll never buy a VR. Especially since the VR costs more money than the actual console, which is ridiculous. Pay more money for the and then you got to buy the games for the VR specifically as well. So it's not like you can buy. You can't buy Resident Evil 4 and then play it on the VR. Like, that doesn't work that way. You gotta buy, like, a separate version.
Comms chatter referring to neurosynaptic tech that have gone dark. I don't have to remind you what's at stake here. We need that intel by any means necessary. It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting-edge interrogation tech. We're out of time and out of options. We've got to go in.
Yet another lamb to the slaughter. Well, come on then. Let's see what you're made of. Impressive. I'll admit.
So this looks like it's super hot combined with Control combined with Time Crisis?
I need you to focus. The clock is ticking. You have to adapt.
Yeah, so it's like a run and gun simulator where you have to pick the better time to use your psychic powers, and then shooting and as well as but that game's definitely going to be. I mean, that would be interesting. That would be an interesting play if it was on VR. You don't see very many Time Crisis style games around anymore, which is a shame. Well, those games are very difficult. At least I have a lot of things that I can discuss at the end of the stream when it's done as well, because with Bungie are making that. I think Bungie were Bungie recently acquired by Sony? I don't know what to think of the game. They didn't really give me enough to go on, but that was Bungie. That was a Bungie game, so that I think Bungie had been recently acquired, so it could be interesting. But it feels like Bungie haven't made anything good in a while, at least that I know of, anyway.
I don't even know where to begin. You've missed so much. We've slain gods, vanquished nightmares, fought alongside those who we once fought against. I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey, I'm here now.
Gonna say it's just. I thought it was like Destiny or Mass Effect. That character looked familiar to you. No, it was Destiny. Okay. That definitely was Destiny. I recognize that. I recognize that robot guy. Well, I don't play Destiny, but.
Contract site coming up. 15 seconds.
Hang on a second, did my volume just go out? Yeah, the volume just went out. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Oh, no, it volume didn't go out. It must have just been on the. It must have just been on the. I don't know what happened then. It was maybe there wasn't supposed to be any volume then. I do like that this was just barely any talking.
Thank you for joining us today.
No, get off the screen.
I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play.
Our passion, but not yours.
Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch.
Oh, okay.
All of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless.
So they're making a. They're making a Switch.
More information in the near future.
Version
I'm also
of.
pleased to reveal our first.
I mean, I can already do that. I can already stream PS5 games on doing the same thing that I always do here.
They simultaneously
I don't need a smaller screen. I can just watch on the big screen.
New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing.
I guess this remote play thing is supposed to be so that you can go and play it anywhere you want, but looking at how looking at that, it does not look. That does not look.
I want to thank all of you for your unwavering support.
When I'm holding a Switch, it's a block. So I'm holding a Switch. The two controllers are connected to the block to the system, and you can hold it. And you know that there looked like it was. It was too. It was too. Like, flimsy, like, it looks too flimsy.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei.
A fate you will not share.
I've been in your shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic.
Wait a second. Those colors. Because I saw the.
For an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Wait, what? This is the... That was Spider-Man. That means that this is Kraven the Hunter. Wait, they're doing Kraven the Hunter for Spider-Man?
The great hunt begins.
They're doing Kraven the Hunter for Spider-Man 2. Because that showed Spider-Man on the on the thing. They're doing but is Kraven gonna be the main villain? Because I know Venom's in that movie. Not movie. Venom is in the game. 6 months later, okay.
Closing in now.
So is this a sequel to... I mean, Miles Morales was a sequel to the original one, because it takes place afterwards, so this is...
The beast could be anywhere.
Oh.
You have no idea.
Wait, that's... Wait, we're in the Venom suit.
This whole blizzard hunt ends now.
We're in the Venom suit, and that's... Is that... I'm trying to figure out if that's... I think it's Peter. Okay, so...
I'll give him one he'll never forget.
I'm trying to figure out if that's actually... I think that's Peter. I think it's Peter?
He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
I think it's Peter. It doesn't sound like it's, Miles. These Venom powers are really...
Satellite scanning all active feeds. Triangulating position. Target located at Harlem Fish Market. All teams converge.
Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make it in.
Yep, that's... They just said lizard.
Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish Market.
That's... So the lizard's in the game as well. So we've got Venom, the lizard, and Kraven the Hunter. We've got black-suited Peter as well. And you can...
The lizard's loose at the fish market. Must be sushi night. You still got the hunter
What
truck
the...
hijacked? Really tough
There's...
target for my mom.
That's gonna make things really fast.
See you there.
Lighting like that. And you... Can you swap between Miles and Thing at the same time? Because, like, in that case it was like, oh, he's not gonna make it. So it's like, oh, we have to swap to...
Where he's done for.
This is gonna be really good. Like, playing as both of them.
Spread out. If you find the lizard, don't engage alone.
This is new as well, I believe. This is a new. I can see this being really overpowered though. Being able to make you can take two of them down with perch takedowns now. This I can see this being really overpowered. I can see some of these abilities being very overpowered. Also, watching people speedrun this game is going to be extremely interesting to see how fast and fluid they can be, because that was really fluid.
Garage might lead to him. Connors tore through this place.
All right, that confirms it. So we're getting the lizard because they said Connors. Kraven as well, because they showed Kraven and there were goons that were fighting it, and we know that we're getting Venom, and we know that we have black-suited Peter Parker. I think this is also exclusive to PS5, so it's like, again, like it's just like the other Spider-Man game where it's like I had to wait for it.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating.
Okay, that drone. I'm guessing that's a.
Get behind me.
I was gonna say it looked like when I saw that I thought it was Vulture's drone, but it's not. looks like it would be a Voltron, but Voltron was in the previous game.
It's just his skin.
So there's the lizard. That confirms the lizard.
Hungrier too.
Oh, that's.
Hey man, new threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait, be chill.
I'm curious as to how they're going to explain. Are they going to explain how Peter gets the symbiote, and then they have to also now explain how Venom, because they did not introduce.
Let's go.
They did not introduce Eddie Brock in the original game.
Go, go, go! Take him alive!
Okay, so they're going after
students.
Lizard.
Get 80 gigs for just.
This looks really good so far. Still got 5 minutes? This as well? Like.
Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help. We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis.
This looks like a lot of fun. The other game was as well, which.
Really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
This game looks phenomenal. Like the original game and Miles Morales were both very good as well, but this like obviously this is going to be longer. It's going to have more villains in it that seem to have more of a. Because the issue that I could see with like there's Kraven. The issue that I could see with the other game was like you didn't fight a lot of them. Fight Kingpin, but like in terms of like the Sinister Six, you only fight them like one time. And thing here, it looks like you're gonna be doing a lot more stuff.
I've got the metal murder bird.
I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. Is that all you got?
You can even tell. I'm glad that they've given Peter a more more aggression because of the symbiote. Yeah, that was cool. Going through like that is cool.
I got you. Time to go boom, boys.
You.
Spider-Man has got defenses.
This is so. Being able to fly through and being able to fly through and do all of this stuff is going to be is interesting. Because like, I guess the one issue I could see people having is like you aren't like swimming, you aren't swinging. Also, you're now floating through the air. Not floating through the air. What are they called? Wingsuit. Which they don't explore that a lot in the thing as well. So. And this is probably all one mission as well.
Right behind you. I know. Whoa. Ski faster. Fly faster.
Why can't he just latch onto the things there? That's one thing I don't understand. Why he couldn't latch on. I hope they show more of Venom from thing, because we only got that one little snippet at the end of.
Everyone, take cover! What are you guys doing?
This is.
Take out that gunship. Can't get close enough.
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it.
Oh, okay. He's hijacked one of the drones. That's what's happened. This is really, really. I mean, obviously, see, this is what it makes it different. This is actual gameplay versus just cutscenes. Lizard gets away Kraven probably gets away. Now, the thing that I'm always thinking is, I'm pretty sure Kraven's objective is he can catch anything with his bare hands, but here we're seeing him trying to capture things with nets and all that stuff and that as well, which would technically not.
I saved the tracker.
Count.
Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right? No. He's never like that.
Okay, is there going to be a fight? That's another thing I'm thinking. Is there going to be a fight between Miles and Peter? Because there has to be something to get the suit off of him. Alright. Spider-Man 2. All 2023, so at least we have some sort of thing, but that's it. Off. Fix thing down. That was it. There we go. That's the end of. That's the end of that. Oh, okay. There's quite a lot of stuff here that we have to go through. That was a really good presentation. There was some games in there I didn't really care about, but it's like nothing that I would say was bad or anything. And a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about here. I guess because that was in terms of an actual like singular block of content for one thing. I would say this was the best like one out of everything that we've done reactions to and all that stuff. So I guess we'll go through with things. So we got Phantom Blade, I think it's called. Phantom Blade, it looks like it's a cross between like Ghost of Tsushima and like a Wolong game. Not only did the visuals, okay, let me just put it this way. The cutscene visuals did not impress me less than the actual gameplay that they showed with the, you know, I'm actually curious, do you have to block every single one of those? Do you have to block every single one of those hits that they do? Is that a timing thing? All the different jumping around with the flipping and that looks different to what most other games do. They don't jump; they jump forward rather than to the side. What else was there? There was some of the boss fights looked like they're unique as well. Fighting on the moving cart. It looks like you can interact with the I think enemies in that as well. In the environment and stuff. That looks like it's going to be really good. Then we have the Plucky Squire, which looks like it's an RPG with all your traditional RPG elements, walking around, gathering things, getting the doing the fights. However, it's like you're going between like real world looking stuff, all the different crayon drawings, this drawing, that. It's like you have to make multiple different things to get that to work. That looked really good as well. I can't even read my own writing. But MGS3 is getting a remake. Not only is it getting a remake, we're also getting. They said Volume 1 is Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 originals. I guess they're getting the HD collections or whatever are getting ported to PS5. So, no release date for Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. However, I'm thinking the reason why they haven't given us that is because their intention is to go and get interest with getting people in. Because MGS, in terms of canonically, in terms of chronological order, MGS3 is the first game in the series out of any of the games, as far as I'm aware. So remaking it at least means that people can start from the very beginning, and these volumes that are coming out for 1, 2, and 3, for people who've already played the games, all of the people playing the games can experience them again. Volume 2 will be interesting though, because one of the games I do not know what it would be. I'm guessing it would be Peace Walker, only because I can't think of anything else that would go in between 3 and 4 in terms of the thing. So, but that means that we should be getting Metal Gear Solid 4. We should be getting Metal Gear Solid 4 and Rising Revengeance, because both of those are stuck in... Metal Gear Solid 4 especially is stuck on the PS3. It's only ever been available on the PS3, no PC port. When it came out, apparently if it went onto Xbox, it wouldn't have worked, because one, Apple, there's the iPod system in there for the things that wouldn't work, and then the other thing was Kojima himself had said it would be like 8 discs. 5 discs would be installation. He also said something about like the Octo. What's the gear thing called? The camo, the Octo camo. He said that the Octo camo stuff wouldn't work correctly based on the look of the Xbox stuff, or whatever. It wouldn't work. It would be too much to handle or something, apparently. So that was one thing to mention. So if they can somehow port, now that we're 2 generations through, surely they can port Metal Gear Solid 4 to something, because if they're going to do a remake for Metal Gear Solid 3, which is the beginning, they're either planning on doing more remakes on the numbered titles as they go, because I do not see them continuing the series, like making a Metal Gear Solid 6. The only reason I say this is because Kojima isn't there. There's not going to be the same love and thing that has those either. Also, the big issue would be that I guess another issue would be like with these remakes, are they going to change anything? Like, are they going to remove certain characters? Are they going to change things to fit today's era? Are they going to think, because that's going to be a big issue? Because these games, I think, the issue is that you cannot change too much stuff, because if you change too much stuff that goes on in terms of characters and stuff, you are going to miss things for later titles. So you can't just like remove a character and just say that they don't exist, or gender change the character because of some reason, or do something. You can't just change that, because there's reasons for these things happening. It's been more thought out than other stuff. But Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake should be really good, and then obviously everyone's going to get the collections. Well, I won't be getting the collections because I already have all the games anyway. But I definitely consider getting the remake. Final Fantasy XVI, we saw more gameplay of that at least. Still looking good. Is expecting it's coming in a month or 2? That looks really good. Alan Wake 2, which we already had a thing for that already, but at least they showed us some gameplay. 2 different characters. It looks like we're dealing with different enemies this time instead of the ones that we were doing with last time. They look like they were much bigger, and we might have a different variety of weapons. And it's not going to be based like how it was in the other one, because in the previous one, I think it was shining the light and stuff would help, but this one here, it feels a little bit different. That should also be very good as well. Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming out October 12th. This looks like it's going to be very good. It's going back to its roots, and also still maintaining... now, in this case, it looks like it's going to be mainly focused on assassination, sneaking through. I'm hoping that they've changed... It looks like in this case, because it looked like he jumped and assassinated an enemy that was probably a target. However, when he did that, he jumped down onto the ground and then wrapped a rope around his neck and then jumped down and things. So I'm thinking that you can, when you initiate a assassination on an enemy in a specific area, that's a target, he's going to do like a different style of kill to sort of like do that. And that's going to look really cool as well. But they're going back to their roots and going back to things. So it's a modern... Essentially, this is a modern take of Assassin's Creed 1. Although, granted, this is 200 years before Assassin's Creed 1. So, Assassin's Creed 1 was, I think, in the 1100s. The character that you play as in Mirage is in is in the Valhalla game, which takes place in I think 800 or 900 AD. So that's going to be there, and I think that's supposed to explain how he becomes the person that he does in the other one. So we'll see how that goes. And Street Fighter. Street Fighter is out of no, actually no, Assassin's Creed Mirage was there as well, but Street Fighter. Street Fighter looks like it's going to be very good. Once again, that time they showed off all of the characters. It looks like JP is going to be the villain. Because he was talking about Bison ruling with an iron fist or something like that, and Akuma doesn't look like he's in the game, so I'm guessing we're going to be getting JP as our villain instead. Who looks like he could be interesting to play as. I'm hoping that those cutscenes that they showed are all going to be in story mode, because I think this game has a chance to do something really good with its story mode. I want them to do something really good with the story mode. I want them to be able to have you make a character, go around and be able to do all the story stuff, talk to all the characters. Maybe they can like teach you some of their fighting style, and then maybe you can take a move from each of them and like use that as your arsenal. Now they probably wouldn't do that only because I feel like that would then make your character too powerful. But I think that's what would work, because if you have ever played Mortal Kombat Deception or Unchained on the PSP, the character you play as, Shujinko, goes around. He's looking for the different relics, and as you go along, you can train with several other Mortal Kombat characters, and you learn one of their signature moves, and it adds to your moveset. So you have your three main styles that stay the same. However, you get one of their special moves each time you do their training, which is what I think would really work. So they should do something like that here. I don't know how they would do that. Maybe what they could do is they could have you learn a move from all of the people. However, you can only select so many of those moves. Maybe you can only have like 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember how many unique moves each fighter has for their thing. I think if you look at it's like the Hadoken, the uppercut move, and then the spinning kick move as well. And then there's usually like their ultimate move, but they need to do something like that. I wish I need to do something like that. And some of the characters you can't learn moves on, I'm guessing, because if they're villains, they're not going to teach you moves. So that would be a thing. So that's something that's thing. And then finally they ended it off with Spider-Man, which finally I say finally. Last time they showed just the Venom thing. Here they showed gameplay galore. Like, so we're getting Kraven the Hunter. Hopefully they do Kraven justice. Very underrated character. And the only thing I don't really understand is why is his whole gimmick is supposed to be catching things with his bare hands. However, here he's using technology to try and catch these. It just doesn't seem like it's for his character, but I guess we'll see how that goes. We're getting the Lizard, which they showed the Lizard. I don't remember if they had Connors in the first game. I think if he was in the first game, he might have been in a... It might have been just a slight... sorry, Peter did discuss Connors, because I think he talked about him, but you didn't actually interact with him. And we're also getting... so Miles is back in it, where we can swap between Miles and Peter. And we're also getting Black Suit Spider-Man. No Venom whatsoever in this trailer. However, if you remember in the previous trailer that they showed, Miles and Peter were in their suits, and then you see Venom thing. So that means that Eddie Brock or some sort of thing is going to be in this area. We haven't seen him yet. I believe he might have been mentioned, but he wasn't actually seen. So there's going to have to be an explanation as to... The issue here is they're going to have to explain how Peter gets the symbiote. They're going to have to explain why Eddie Brock does... They're going to have to... Let me just put it this way. The black-suited Spider-Man story is difficult to explain. Not explain. It's difficult to put into into something. Like, you have to explain. First of all, you've got to build Peter up, which has already been built up, so that you've already got that. Then you've got to explain how the symbiote gets onto his suit. Then you've got to introduce Eddie Brock in some way to be able to explain why he has the motivations to do what he's doing. Because again, the way the symbiote works is it takes on what it's similar to the sort of Gryffindor from thing. It takes on what makes it stronger, if that makes sense. So, when the symbiote doesn't have the powers of Spider-Man, it gains the powers of Spider-Man because it's attached to him. And then Venom has the powers that he has because it remembers Spider-Man's powers. And then Eddie Brock typically is a larger character, so it takes on his mass. That's why he's as big as he is. That's why people complain about the Spider-Man 3 Venom, because the Spider-Man 3 Venom is not that much bigger than Spider-Man is, and it's not the same character. It is what it is. So you've got to do that. You've got to introduce the symbiote suit. You've got to have the whole you can already see in this trailer that he was acting really aggressive. You've got to get him to a point where he wants to get the suit off. You've got to introduce Eddie Brock or whoever's going to be in the suit to be able to then be a thwart to him. And then it doesn't look like they'll do some sort of redemption story. If they do, I have no idea. I don't think that they would do that. But it's always possible. Who knows? We'll just see how that goes. And then you've got to... And then, depending on what they're planning for the next one, either you're defeating the Venom suit and getting rid of it completely, or you're defeating Venom and then he comes back later on. Because I'm guessing that at some point in time, Carnage has to be introduced. They're going to have to introduce Carnage here. Because if they could do some really cool stuff that they did with suits here, imagine what they can do when they introduce Carnage, who's just a wrecking machine, just kills everything. So that's going to be interesting as well. Hopefully they can get something like that done. But the Spider-Man suit looked really nice. The combat for the Venom suit looked very overpowered. Even some of the stuff with Miles, it was like the perch takedowns, all that other stuff. They have a lot there. The swinging and all that thing, with the wing suit looked interesting. All the different, again, like it was about 5 minutes or whatever of the thing. It's like, but it looks just as good as the original. I think the main problem with the original is that a lot of the enemies felt like they were the same. But I think the only reason why this will be different is because in that game it was like there was lockdowns, there was like other stuff in the game, so that's why they had it like that. And unfortunately, like that was how it was. Like, just the city was kind of on lockdown with all the different things that were happening. Here, it's like there's not really gonna, because the Lizard's not gonna have his own people. Craven's gonna have his own people that are gonna be villains that we can fight, as you saw. Although then again, the Lizard must have his own people as well, because they were people that were there. I'm wondering who else we fight. Venom's not gonna have his own like henchmen either. But yeah, it just looked really, really, really good. So that was just a lot of games. So I think overall this is a really, really good PlayStation showcase. And that was the good thing about it as well. There was no you didn't need to bother getting interrupted by like people talking a lot. You didn't need to get interrupted by sponsorships and all that stuff. It was just games all the way through. But yeah, overall, like, I think this was the best one that we've done that I've seen so far. Phantom Blade, I'm actually interested in to see a gameplay breakdown or like like the developers talking about the combat, because I feel like I need to see someone actually play the combat and how it actually is. Because they did show it, but it's like I want to see like what that looks like when someone's actually playing it. Like, are they button mashing a lot, or is it like a lot of stuff that's happening as it goes? But I think that should be it. I don't think there's anything else that's there, because Alan Wake. So we've got Alan Wake October 17th, Mirage October 12th, whatever else is coming out in that time, and then all these other stuff that we don't have anything for. Final Fantasy 16, I think, is June or July. Street Fighter's June or July. And then everything else. Metal Gear Solid 3, so it's like a lot of stuff that I'm happy to see was there. So, I think with that I'll end it here though, because gone through everything. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. So with all that said, be sure to like and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription for this video gets me personalization for my content for you all. Also, content become more accessible and easy to find. Upload my past Plat reacts as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plat's YouTube channel, including Far Cry 6, Sifu, Quarry, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Octopath Traveler, Bigger Star Wars Scroll Saga, Open Scroll Vertigo, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Dark Picture Anthology, Devil Me, Days Gone, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Like a Dragon Ishin, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 5, Triangle Strategy, Pokemon Scarlet, and much more. I put everything to my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before those are permanently deleted, and like that to be a second place for people that are viewing my videos there as well. I'm working on a Plat Play Pass segment for games I have the Platinum Trophy for. Right now, I have started the actual video section for. I've done the outro and I've done like a couple other things. I'm working on putting all the footage and all that together. The video is going to be, the Quarry one is going to be a little less than an hour, but it's discussing the Quarry plus several other Supermassive Games titles plus a few other things. So that's why that one's bigger. Other ones won't be as big. Because there's not as much to discuss, and we're focusing on just a singular game, as opposed to things. So when you see my Devil in Me Plat Play Pass, that one will be much shorter than the Quarry one because I'm not discussing everything that happens in the thing as well. I might discuss like the deaths and things as well because that's interesting. I like doing that. I'm also working on a switching things up segment for games on the Switch, as well as more Triangle Strategy speedruns for the future and other things as well. And you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch to be notified. Follow me on Twitch at 50 followers. I'll be doing an Octopath Traveler Gildera speedrun. And we also reach affiliate, which means we get monetization as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me and the channel going forward to the future. I also get an extra 7 days of upload before my videos are permanently deleted off of Twitch as well. And you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter to be notified when I go live. And if you wish to add me on Discord, I will send you an invite to my friend's Discord server. Close to 2,000 members, still going strong. Plenty of games to discuss there as well. I'm very active there, and you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're on there as well. So with all that being said, rest of the day, night, wherever you all are, and I will see you all later.